السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. كما قال عز شانه: كل شيء حالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. سبحان من لا يخفى عليه اختلاف النيات ولا يعذب عنه معاصي العباد في الخلوات. سبحان الله الذي منه خلقة العباد وإليه المعاد. فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يراه ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يراه. نشهد أن لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم، ونشهد أن محمدًا سيد المرسلين وخير المبشرين، وصلى الله على آله الهداة المهديين. صلوات. من ركب سفينتهم نجا واهتدى، ومن تخلف عنها ضل فغرق وحوى. أوصيكم عباد الله وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله. صلوات. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي عمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ووفقنا وجميع المشتغلين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. On the 23rd night of Maha Ramadan, we read 3 chapters, and one of the chapter is Surah Ankabut. This is the first verse of Surah Ankabut. The running translation is that the people they think if they just say Amanna, we are the believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we will leave them just like this and we will accept their thing? No. And they will not be tested. وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. No, it's not like that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will test them. This is Quran. إِنِّي تَارِكٌ فِيكُمْ مُسْتَقَلَيْنِ كِتَابَ اللَّهِ وَإِتْرَتِهِ. If you want to understand this Quran, you have to knock the door of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salatu wassalam. Thanks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for these big blessings of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salatu wassalam. All these 12 ma'sumin. The first is like we say in Imam alayhi salatu wassalam is Imamul Muttaqin Ali ibn Abi Talib. We have his Nahj al-Balagha. Nahj al-Balagha, Sayyid Razi, when he wants to teach Nahj al-Balagha, he is not intending to collect all the kalam. He says, just I want to teach the eloquence of Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. So to teach in the university, he gathered some of the kalam. And in the kalam, like we have sermons, we have letters, and we have small wisdoms, small sayings. In these small sayings, we have 500. Today I want to share the 93. If you want to go on, you can see it. al-islam.org or .com. And if you just type, you will get the Nahj al-Balagha over there. So this is saying number 93. Maybe one of the follower, he is just asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir. Oh Allah, I ask you refuge. Refuge from shaitan. Because I don't see him from which angle, where he is coming. So I want refuge. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, save me from him. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Normally in these du'as which we read in namaz al-zuhr, A'udhu bika min ilmin la tanfa. Oh Allah, I'm not asking just refuge from shaitan. You have Surah Ma'uzatain. I am asking refuge from the knowledge. Can a person ask refuge from the knowledge? This is the teaching, this is the dua we read on daily basis in Zohar. I am asking from refuge from the ilm, from the knowledge, which is not going to benefit me. Can you ask refuge from dua? He says, yeah, this is the dua. I am asking refuge from the dua, which is not going to get heard. Min dua'in la yusma. I was thinking that, oh, I just ask refuge from shaitan. No, I am asking refuge from salat. Min salatin la turfa. From the namaz, which is not going to. Now this is 93. Maybe someone is asking, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am asking refuge from tests and trials of this dunya. So Imam alayhi salatu wasalam says, you are asking refuge from tests and trials of this dunya. So you should not ask like that. La yaqulanna ahadukum Allahumma inni a'udhu bika minal fitna. Don't ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, I am asking refuge from the tests, trials and tribulation of this dunya. Because how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the result without testing you? In Surah Ankabut, if you say just I believe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will not leave you just like that. An yaqulu amanna wa hum la yuftanun. And you will not be tested. No. فَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test you, and He just want to see who is the true believers, who is sadiq and who is qazib, who is passing the test and who is failing the test. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you don't know who will pass the test and who will fail the test? I know. He says, I know 100% who will pass the test and who will fail the test. But if I will put you on my knowledge into the hellfire, you will claim, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should have tested me. So this dunya is the time where we are getting tested. So keep in mind that we are in a test room. We always think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to test me with poverty. He says, no, I will not test you just with the poverty. Sometime I will give you the wealth and I will test you. Sometime I will give you health and I will test you. Sometime I will give you disease and I will test you. Sometime I will give you fame, I will test you. Sometime you are not famous, nobody knows you, and I will test you. In different situation, I want to know that how you are keeping your faith, not just faith, your behavior. So this ayah, which we all, mashallah, know in Surah Baqarah, ayah number 55, it is again say, لَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ. This is the Arabic and the beauty of this language. Lam ta'kid intensifies that this is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it is just coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is sufficient for us. But sometimes, okay, I am giving you this key of the treasure, so I am waking you. I am moving, I am shaking you. Don't tell me that I haven't given you. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using three intensifiers. Lam, lam taqid. Noon, noon taqid is sakila. لَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ means indeed. We can say, verily, oh, I will 100% will test you. لَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ. I will test you with different things. One of the tests is khawf. Khawf means fear. Normally we live in the khawf. Khawf. What is khawf? Fear of future. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what will happen in my future? Fear of future. If I'm not living in the fear of future, we are living in the shackles of our past. Oh, why I did this in my past? So we are living either in future, fear of future, or shackles of past. We are not living in the present. We should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh my Lord, this present is the best present. Help me that I should not have fear of the future and I should not live in the shackles of my past. I should live in the present and I should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when this thing was given to Asif ibn Barkhiyah, he says, هَذَا مِنْ فَضْلِ رَبِّي. I don't deserve it. This is the fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then again he says, لِيَبْلُوَنِي. He wants to test me that I am grateful or I am ungrateful. So one thing, if I live in present, if I don't have the fear and if I don't worry about my past, then I will be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test us. Does He just want to test us? Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is there any exemption? No exemption. The Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was exempted from this test? No. The father of all the Anbiya, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, Abul Anbiya. From one side is Ishaq, from one side is Ismail, from one side is Jesus, and from one side is Imam Zamana alayhi salatu wassalam. So he is blessed. So men like Ibrahim was exempted from the test? No. According to the Quran, Izibtala Ibrahim Rabbuhu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested Khalilur Rahman Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ. He passed all the tests. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says he was Khalil, he was Nabi. When he passed the test, we gave him the result in this dunya. What will be the result in akhirah? That is different things. Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. So this is the result. This is the Ibrahim when he was thrown into the fire. He is not asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this Ibrahim, he says, oh Allah, I achieved this big success. This imama will be in my zurriya. He says, yeah. But la yanalu ahd zalimin. This ahd of imama, this covenant of imama will not go into zalimin. So this is the dua of Ibrahim. This is Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, Abul Anbiya, tested many times. He asked, oh shaitan, oh the devil, did you leave Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam? He's not a normal person. He's not Nabi. He is Abul Anbiya. He has given many tests. Shaitan says, oh human being, I will not leave you. I will not leave your father. I will even not leave Abul Anbiya. How many times you try, oh shaitan, to Abul Anbiya? 3 times. When we go to Makkah, we stone him. This is just not stoning. This is a reminder that he is not going to leave Abul Anbiya. He is trying to distract. He is trying to deviate Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam 3 times, but Ibrahim didn't get deviated. Didn't get distracted. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, you are going to test me, and according to this riwayah or this saying of Imam alayhi salatu wassalam, don't ask that, oh Allah, don't test me. ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to ask refuge, you say, فَلْيَسْتَئِذْ مِنْ مُذِلَّاتِ الْفِتَنِ. Oh Allah, I'm asking you refuge, that when I am going on Sirat Mustaqim, I am going. I have my eyes on the road. My speed is fast. But there are many things which can distract me, deviate me. Shaitan is there. He says, I will sit on Sirat al-Mustaqim. My nafs is there. Shaitan is there. Dunya is there. Inshallah, you please remember me. I say 3D. Nowadays 3D printer is coming. 3D. So when we are on Sirat al-Mustaqim, what Sirat al-Mustaqim? Sirat al-Lazina an'amta. I want to be on the straight path, the path where, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have all your blessings. Al-yawm akmaltu lakum deenukum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. Here I am asking Sirat al-Ladhina an'amta alayhim. And Quran says, Al-yawm akmaltu lakum deenukum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. So this is the path of Imam alayhi salatu wassalam. So God, I don't want to get distracted. 3 Ds. My desires. Oh, my desires. Never ending. I'm first looking for $100,000. Oh God, if you give me just first $100,000, I am done. But if He gives you first 100,000, oh God, I did mistake. I'm just looking, just only one. I'm not changing one. But I'm now looking for 1 million. If He gives you 1 million, period, no. God, again, I'm not changing one. 10 millions. If you give 10 million, no, He gave Qarun so many blessings. No. So that's why we have to make a full stop. What is full stop? The full stop is Qana'ah. Full stop is Qana'ah. Now we will understand this one sentence of Dua Kumail which we read every Thursday, mashallah. This is dua of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, taught to Kumail ibn Ziyad Nakhai, but this is dua Khizr. Waj'alni bikismika raziyan qani'a. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what you have blessed me, let me just put full stop. Because this is the dunya. This is my test. I don't want to get distracted. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you want to ask refuge which can distract you, which can deviate you from the path of ni'mah. There is no exemption. And then in the same thing, 93, the sayings of 93, Imam alayhi salatu wasalam says, وَعْلَمُوا إِنَّ أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ fitna. Fitna, in Urdu it has a different meaning. Sometimes we take the same meaning in Quran. No, Quran, it's Arabic is a different meaning. Sometimes Mr. Cook, he says, if you find my name in Quran, I will become a believer. He says, Tarakuka Qa'ima. See, this is your name. Sometimes this is like our type of interpretation. So fitna doesn't mean Urdu. In Urdu, fitna is a different meaning. And in Arabic, fitna means test. Fitna means test. Balwa means test. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test us. Different type of test. Different test paper. As our fingerprints are different, our test paper are different. No cheating. Who has the toughest test papers? Awliya, Anbiya. They have the toughest of papers. Now come to Karbala. Karbala is the pinnacle, is the test. Amirul Mu'mineen. He is the Amir, he is the leader of faithful. Now see the daughter of Amirul Mu'mineen in Karbala. Just in Karbala, Imam, he is just lifting his 6-month baby in the sky. Thousands of the kuffar, not the kuffar, they were saying they are Muslims. He says, if I have done anything wrong, I am the Nawasa of Rahmatul lil Alameen. Kul la as'alukum alayhi ajran illa al-muwaddata fil qurba. I am not asking anything for myself. I am just asking a few drops of water for this baby. You don't give her if you don't want to give her. If you don't have mercy. This is Islam. Wama arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. Don't give him water. Just deny. But what? Iqta qalam al-Husayn. And 3-pound arrow came to the neck of Ali al-Asghar. But what is the thing? Here is the Iman. Here is the faith. This is the Imam. This is our Imam. Oh Allah, thanks us for giving us this Imam. After seeing the blood, I don't know if you just can comprehend how we can see the blood of 6-month baby. Sometimes when I read the Masahib of Ali Asghar, just I look at the 6-month baby. If a 6-month baby, see what is the neck of 6-month baby? And he is using a 3-pronged arrow. And then this is the Mi'raj. He says, Rizam birizaihi wa tasliman la'amrih. So this was the test. And I say it's Amirul Mu'mineen and the daughter of Hazrat Amir. This is the daughter of Amir, Zainab Salamullahi alayha. I don't know, when you have some given this fire drill. I have never been to fire drill, but my son, he says, okay, we went in school and we were given fire drill. What is the fire drill? He says, if there is a fire in the home and you want to come out of the door, don't come out. First, just touch the door. And by touching the door, you will feel there is a fire behind the door or no. By the heat. And if you feel that it is too hot, don't, otherwise the fire will come inside. Find another way. I will ask them, this is my house, I am living. If you will close my eyes, I know how to get out of my house. He says, no, this is not a normal situation. When there is a fire, even if you're living in this house, you will not be able to find the house. So your hawas, your senses will go. So what was in Karbala? Fire was in Karbala. Every slaughter was in Karbala. Everything was there. But when this daughter of Hazrat Amir, when she comes in front of Ibn Ziyad, he says, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did to you, they did. And they are saying, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did to you? This is Janab Zainab, Salamullahi alayha. And her answer, please just wonder and ponder on this sentence and try to contemplate. This is lessons of the dunya. What she is saying? O Ibn Ziyad, ma ra'aytu illa jamila. I haven't seen anything except Jamal. This was the test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We did our best. We have given this sacrifice. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka anta sami'ul alim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wal 'asr innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa 'amilus salihat وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. اللهم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم لك الحمد بديع السماوات والأرض ذا الجلال والإكرام رب الأرباب وإله كل مالوه وخالق كل مخلوق ووارث كل شيء ليس كمثله شيء وهو بكل شيء محيط. أنت الله لا إله إلا أنت الأحد المتوحد. صلوات الله على محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين. Normally we read Surah Jummah and Surah Munafiqun. In Surah Munafiqun, what we say? Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tulhikum amwalukum wa awladukum an zikrillah. Salawat. Sometimes this sequence is also very important when we read the Quran, that what thing comes first and what comes next. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tulhikum. Not He's saying amwalukum first and then awladukum. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la tulhikum amwalukum wala awladukum an zikrillah wa man yaf'al dhalika فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. So don't get distracted by your amwal and by your awlad from zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are tests, they should not be distracted. They can be a big supporter. If we train them, they will be also a big supporter. Like Zubair, he was the cousin of Imam alayhi salatu wasalam, but his son Abdullah ibn Zubair, he just converted and he changed. So these are the life learning lessons. As I say, there are many tests. We are going through this test. What is the importance of deen? The importance of deen is that Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he is giving the news that, oh Ali, you will become shaheed in this month. So he is asking only one question to Imam, to the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Azalika fi salamati min dini. Oh, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my deen will be salama when I get shaheed. Yeah, your deen will be intact. And when he was hit again, he says, Fusto wa Rabbil Kaaba. Means, oh God, help me. And I passed my test. It means this is the test. Dunya is the test. That's why in our dua, we are asking, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتُنَا فِي دِينِنَا. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't test me or don't put musibah in my deen. If you want to test me, test in a different avenue. Don't test me in my deen. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتُنَا فِي دِينِنَا. When somebody is passing away, we are asking, we are talking, man, he's dead. Man, he is dead. Now leave him. Do he listen? Yeah, he listens more than we listen. What we are asking, what we do in talqeen, that هل أنت على العهد الذي فارقتنا من شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله. Still you have deen? Yeah, I was on deen. And why you are asking me? Because in the last time shaitan comes to snatch this deen. That's why we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me a yaqeen, a certainty. This is the blessing which was distributed by Allah. Ask, yaqeen, yaqinan tubashiru bihi qalbi. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me the yaqeen that is attached to my heart. and this should not get separated from my heart. So this is the yaqeen, and we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the yaqeen, insha'Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the yaqeen. My teacher used to tell me that, I don't know, nowadays you go to this grocery store and you have everything like saf, clean, ready to cook. Or sometimes it's half cooked, but you got lentils and everything. But in my time, I think I am from like once upon a time. My parents, they used to buy these lentils and they used to clean. Sometimes we say, okay, channi. In Arabic, they say gharaban. So when it is moving, the dust and things are dropping down. Only the good things stays on the top. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is also moving. Kachra, dust, everything is dropping down. Only the best thing will stay on the top. Sometimes my parents, my mom, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them or bless all our marhumeens. Sometimes they used to blow. Mom, why are you blowing? I don't have to ask. I used to see the effect of the blow. The things which has a small weight used to fly. So if I have Iman means I will have a weight. I will not blow out. So inshallah, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this dunya, we have many tests. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us pass in our test. One of the fellow, mashallah, he used to come in Thursday programs. I don't know his name. His name was Agha, like I think from Koita. I used to see him many times and I talked to him. But when I came this time, I heard he was in Baltimore Masjid, he used to come. And this time I heard that he passed away. What is his name, you know? Yeah, Brother Nawab Ali. Very kind, very humble person. Passed away. Now I was touched. He was alone. He was living his life. He was telling me, Maulana, after eating, I just walk 1 hour. I'm controlling my sugar. But when that comes, this time was his surgery. He says, no option, you cannot go out. We have to do surgery. They opened him up and he didn't survive. So please read salawat for his maghfirah. Allah. May Allah bless him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all our marhumeens, insha'Allah. والصلاة والسلام على محمد النبي الرحمة سيد المرسلين وعلى علي بن أبي طالب سيد الوسيين وفاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين والحسن المجتبى حجة الله على الخلق أجمعين والحسين الشهيد المظلوم وارث أمير المؤمنين وعلى علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف القائم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى الحجة بعد آبائه على خلقك بيمنه رزق الورى وبوجوده سبقت الأرض والسماء وبه يملأ الأرض قسطا وعدلا كما ملعت ظلما وجورا اللهم إني أسألك اللهم يا الله I am asking you ربنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة ربنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات إنك على كل شيء قدير صلوات